Welcome back everybody to the channel. It's me, Alejandro Mendoza, Ordinary Chicano. Either way how you say it, it's all good here. And we're back again for another video as we conclude our journey through Small Axe, 5 films from Steve McQueen, as we look at the final film in this set from the Criterion collection, Education. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's doing happy, healthy, and in good spirits. I hope you're getting through films. I hope you're getting through your collection. And I hope that you're collecting a lot of cool stuff. It's been an honor to go through this set with you all on this channel. We started with Mangrove and now we're at the end with Education. And I'm really excited to talk about this film. But before we can get into any of that, if you're new here and you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell so you don't miss a single piece of content that drops on the channel. And make sure you're also leaving a like on the video. All of that helps me out so much. And if you would like to lend an extra helping hand, I do have a Patreon set up where you can get early access to videos just like the one you're watching right now, along with other really cool stuff like video essays and other goodies that I have available over there. It is not mandatory, but it is appreciated, and I'm just really thankful for you watching these videos, subscribing to the channel, leaving a like, and sharing it with your friends. But if you do want to go ahead and help over there, it is available to you all at www.patreon.com/nerdchicano. But enough of that, let's go ahead and talk about this film. Before we can get into the actual review, let's go ahead and look at this nice little introduction from Criterion, and then from there we'll go ahead and get into the review. A black boy's journey through an ineffectual public school system reveals the racial inequities built into everyday British life. Young Kingsley Smith, played by Kenya Sandy, is a spirited, aspiring astronaut with a love of drawing whose life is turned upside down when he is thrust into a new school for the educationally subnormal, a harrowing experience that gradually awakens his mother, Charlene White, to the institutional mistreatment of the children of West Indian immigrants. Shot on Super 16mm to evoke BBC television drama from the 1970s, the final Small Axe film concludes the pentalogy with a hopeful vision of the power of Black-led collective action. And of course, included in this is a supplement. You get a nice little behind the scenes featurette and the trailer for the film. I've never seen Education before, and as you all have been following with me throughout this journey, I loved Mangrove. I really liked Lovers Rock. I really liked Red, White, and Blue. And I found Alex Wheatle to just be fine, but I did enjoy it. Now, Steve McQueen concludes Small Axe with a really compelling film about family, racial inequality, especially education, but most importantly, collective community action to not forget your history. It's a very multi-layered movie that really concentrates on all these different things that I just named, but Steve McQueen really rallies it all together in the way that the community fights for their rights, and especially the collective action within the community to want to aim for equal treatment of each other and a treatment of their history. Kingsley's journey is one that definitely can be felt throughout this film, as he is just an innocent child. He gets in trouble for a silly mistake that any child would get in trouble for, and his white counterparts probably wouldn't have gotten the extreme punishment that he did, but the time that he lives in and this rooted bias against West Indian immigrants, especially black immigrants, is really on display in this film. And Steve McQueen really wanted to create a film that had to do with his upbringing and what his ancestors' upbringing felt like. It's such a richly layered film, and I really liked it, and I think it's such an incredible way to end Small Axe, as it really wraps all of these different ideas that Steve McQueen really builds upon within this series, and he really finds himself capturing all of that within Education. I really like the character development and really the journey you don't just take with Kingsley, but with his mom and his friends and those who are in the school with him. And I really found that to be very compelling, very profound. And overall, I really like this movie, and I think it's an incredible conclusion to this series. It's nowhere near as being great as Mangrove or any of these other films that I was really drawn to, but I think it is really good and it holds its own And I think for it being this conclusion that really wraps everything up and every idea that he's been going through in these other 4 films, I think The Education really is one of those special films that Steve McQueen has crafted. Now let's talk about the transfer. I watched Education on my Panasonic 4K player on my TCL 4K TV, and I listened to the audio straight from my TV speakers. I have to say that the Super 16mm film stock looks beautiful on my TV. The colors look very vibrant in this film, and they're very detailed. I think that because of this upscaling from my TV and my 4K player, they really give it this nice texture detail to the visual quality that is very, very nice to see on my TV. I really enjoyed that aspect of this transfer, and it still very much feels like a film that is supposed to replicate this 1970s feeling. As you can tell from that introduction, it's trying to replicate this 1970s BBC documentary kind of feeling, and it really gets that with those nice colors, with the detailing, with the camera movements. The video transfer is just that good, and I really enjoyed it, and I think that it's possibly one of the best transfers in this set. It's definitely not as great as Mangrove, which I thought was the strongest one, but I think for what it has working with it, in those nice little textured and very vibrant colors that are displaying on my screen, especially with the greens, it just looks really good. And like that detailing from the resolution really gives it that nice look that really catches your eye. Skin tones look natural, the night scenes look really good, and there's just nothing that the video transfer didn't bring to the table that I felt was missing. I think it's a really good transfer, and it is indicative of that 1970s style that he's trying to bring to the forefront within this film. The audio sounds really good too. As I've said before, no complaints here. I'm pretty sure this is as good as it sounds on the Prime Video streams when you listen to it. But for me, listening to it straight from my TV speakers, I gotta say I really enjoyed it, and I think it sounds really good. It's balanced, there's no hissing, there's no scratching, nothing that I would say is a big deterrent to the audio quality, but I think that it's really good and nothing to complain. I've had a great time with every single audio transfer on this whole set. I think all of them sound really good, and of course they would sound a lot clearer if I had an actual sound system, but I don't. But for what I have and what I'm able to listen to, I think it sounds really good. I did watch the supplement in this. It was a nice behind the scenes featurette. You're talking to the actors, you're talking to director Steve McQueen, and they really go through the process of trying to understand this fight for educational reform and this fight for preserving Black history within schools. And I think that they did a really good job with that supplement. It's a really good supplement. And I know I still have Uprising to watch. I'm not going to be doing a review for that, but I am going to be watching that on my own free time. I really want to watch that, as the documentary was really interesting to me. But other than that, that's it, guys. I've finally finished with Small Axe. I think it was a great set filled with some great movies like Mangrove, Lovers Rock, and Education. And even though I really liked Red, White, and Blue, I still thought it wasn't as strong as the other ones, but it is very strong in its performances, and I think that's really what gave it that extra push for me to really give it that nice score that I did. And of course, Alex Wheatle, even though was the weakest for me in the series, I still thought it brought a lot to the table, especially in its discussion about liberation and collective action. I think that they did a great job with this set. Steve McQueen is such an incredible director. He very much has a specific style that is very present with his movies, and I think that he's one of those great voices working right now. Criterion did a great job with all these supplements and with bringing these films to this Blu-ray quality and this Blu-ray format, and I just really liked it. And for now, we're concluding our journey, and we'll be looking at a new set in the coming weeks. Follow me on all things social media, at the Nerd Chican on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, Letterboxd, Serialized, and on TikTok. I'm the same handle on all of those, so if you want to talk about movies with me, let's go ahead and talk on there. Make sure you leave a comment in this video. Do you like Small Axe? What do you think about this last film, Education? And do you own this set from Criterion? I really enjoyed it. I hope you all enjoy it too. Let's talk in the comments about all that. Check out my podcast, The Nerdcore, by checking out thenerdcore.com. And our Twitch, YouTube, and Kick is at the same handle. It's at The Nerdcore. Go ahead and check us out. We're doing a lot of cool stuff over there, and we could really use your help by lending us some subscribers over there. But that's it, my friends. We'll be looking at some other stuff in the coming weeks until we get into our new set. But for now, to all my wonderful cinephiles and renowned scholars, celebrate the love of cinema today, tomorrow, and every day after. Catch you all in the next one, guys. Bye-bye.